Alright, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Sim Black. Right now I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, GTA 5. I'm going to show you the creator mode, where you're allowed to create your own jobs. Since it's only been out a couple days, they just gave you the deathmatch and racing. I really don't fuck with racing in GTA. If I want to play a racing game, I'll play Gran Turismo or Forza. So I really only deal with the deathmatch. So you go into deathmatch, they give you a tutorial, or you can go right into making a deathmatch. Since I've already done the tutorial, and I suggest you do that if this is your first time doing it. Um, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna go into deathmatch and get right into it. So when they do it, they put you in a random place. You don't have to use this place. You can actually float around, find an area in anywhere in the map, um, and pick that as your general vicinity, where you're gonna put it at. All right. So as far as the details, it's a title, description, photo, you know, this and that. You can even put search tags like it's YouTube or something. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put placement. I'm gonna place trigger and say like, look, this is my general vicinity of where I want the match to be. All right, so this is not my ideal place because I don't like tall buildings like this in it. But just for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna back out. Spawn points is typically, what you expect for a spawn point to be. You just put it, when you die, this is where you spawn. Put it anywhere. You spin it around to show where you want the person to be facing when they do spawn, and you can put them anywhere. Put them on top of a building if you want. You know, it's something I typically like to do. I like to put spawn points on top of buildings. Put sniper rifles and rocket launchers or grenade launchers up there, so you can fuck with people. Um, like you see here, I can put it way up here if you want. Okay, so you get the idea. You get the ideal spawn points. It's nothing new. You get your team spawn points. Same idea. You're doing a team deathmatch. You put one team, a bunch of the spawn points in the area over here, and the other team, you put it over here. All right, same idea. Uh, Weapons, same concept. Get the different categories, and they give you access to every weapon that's in the game. If you play the story mode, which is very dope story mode. So if you got the game and you only playing online, you're missing out. Go ahead and play the story mode because it's dope as hell. Um, and the creator mode gives you access to all the weapons. So obviously, obvious categories: pistols, shotguns, MGs, rifles, sniper rifles, heavy, grenades, melee, and then special. Special is not so much weapons; it's your armor, health, parachute. Don't know why you will need a parachute, uh, unless you're in the middle of the city and one of your spawn points is on a skyscraper, and the only way to get down to the ground level is to parachute down. I don't see the point of even having a parachute. But in the creator mode, they give you access to everything that's in the game. So, you know, to each his own. So, just kind of show you, you know, use my favorite weapon. This is the combat MG, Rambo's gun. I think he's using like Rambo 2. He might have used it in Rambo 1. I don't know. But I call it Rambo's gun. You just put it anywhere. Same concept as the spawn points. Just, put them anywhere. You know, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to be, it's not going to be a pretty, placement of where I'm just putting things down in random places right now. Just to show you. All right, so there's weapons and then there's vehicles. When you're doing death matches, 99% of the vehicles you're not going to even use because it's a death match. It's not a race. So, you're not going to have a bunch of people running around in cars. All right, so but I'm going to show you the categories anyways. Now, off-road, honestly, I do use these. Something very quick, don't really need to open the door, you just get in and, if you got a larger death match, I do use those. That's just my personal preference. I don't off-road in real life, but I got a soft spot for like off-roading vehicles in video games. I don't know. I was a big fan of Pure when it came out. So you go to these. Now this is stuff you will see in the death matches is the tanks. You can see a lot of these, and just some advice. If you're gonna put tanks in a death match, put a way to combat the tanks. You know, don't put a tank in a death match and then there's no rockets. No way to fight back against the tanks. You're restricting people to pistols and rifles, you know, and sniper rifles, but there's no rockets. And then you got one guy running around in the tank, and it's pretty much God mode from there on out. You know, so if you're gonna put tanks in the level, put rockets in the level, man. Don't be an asshole. All right. So you know, you put the tanks, you know, like that, just like any other vehicle. So you got, you got these vehicles here, you know, pretty much useless until you get to something like this: helicopters, you know, attack choppers. You know, this is kind of bulky. I personally wouldn't use this, but you know, some people, you know, would. Then you got, you know, the Top Gun type of jet right here. If you're gonna use this, it's probably best to use it on a part of the map that has a runway, so you can take off, because it's not a Raptor. You know, these things need to, you know, get a good go before they take off. You know, this ain't Saints Row where you can just go straight up in there with the jets. So, all right, and you got this, you know, this bad boy here. I don't know why in the hell you use this in a death match, but whatever. Like I said, they make everything available. You get your police vehicles, you know, and these right here, these bad boys right here, these are the choppers I think people are going to take a liking to, because they're smaller, um, and they're weaponized, as you can see right there. As you can see, choppers are a bitch to put down. You gotta have like a flat surface, you know, to put these bad boys down. You know, so it can get a little annoying, you know, and it'd be kind of hard to find a place just to put a chopper down. Where's another one? This one I see being the main one being used in death matches when people start creating more and more levels, because it's easy to get into, it's fast to get into, it's small, and it's very agile. You can maneuver easier in this chopper, you know, than any of the other choppers, and it has rockets. So I see this being the one that is going to be in most of death matches, you know. So you got the service vehicles, industrial vehicles, you know, whatever, utility vehicles, vans, trucks, you know, helicopters. None of the helicopters are weaponized. Only weaponized ones are military and police. So keep that in mind. Same thing with the planes. There's no weaponized plane. So, you know, boats, you know, so I have to go all the way to the ocean. You just put it in water, you know. Hold on. You know, just put it in water like that, you know, and it's all good. You put it in a pool, apparently. You know, obviously, you know, you're supposed to put it in the ocean, but hey, it's a pool. You want to ride around the boat and pool and do your thing. All right. So now let's get to the bread and butter when it comes to this stuff, is the props. The props, you can change the whole dynamic of a stage with props. You can close off a certain area with something like this, a barrier, or just, you know, just change up this the whole look and feel. Me, like what I like to do, I like to put barriers like this up on roofs next to spawn points, so when they have a sniper or a rocket up here, they got a barrier they can hide behind. So I like doing things like this. You know, so you can be an asshole from up here, sniping people, but they can't hit you because you're behind a barrier. You know, just, you know, show you different barriers. You know, for some reason, this is my personal favorite barrier, is this bad boy right here. Don't ask me why, probably because it's colorful.